What's up, YouTube? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Ro, and I'm here with my family, guys. We having taco night. It's not Tuesday, it's Friday, but we decided to sit down and have taco night with the kiddies.
Fiesta Friday.
Okay, yeah, Fiesta Friday. So we're gonna let everyone introduce themselves, and we're gonna pray and get right into the video. As you guys know, I am Ro. Tell them.
I'm Nehemiah.
And who are you?
Nakia.
You gotta tell them.
I'm Nakia. And I'm Janila.
And I am Leticia. I am back. My nickname is Bobo, so you will hear Bobo
Okay,
in
Bobo.
the video. But I am back and I'm excited to be here again. So I returned so we can have some fun, right guys?
Right. Hey, so let's get right into the prayer. Father God, we want to thank you for this food, Lord God. Thank you for blessing us with this food. May this food be nurturing to our mind, body, and soul. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
We is hungry, so we about to get right into the video.
Yo. Come on.
What you want, Nehemiah?
Taco.
I made
with
homemade Mexican pizza.
taco with meat and cheese.
If you want to see, we'll get a little bit closer.
Taco
so you
and
can
what?
see it.
Taco with meat and cheese.
Now, say you want taco?
Yeah, I want two tacos. Yeah. Mommy, I want two tacos. Mommy, I want two tacos.
Okay, Nehemiah, what you say, Nasir? You want some taco?
Mommy,
You want the real taco?
we talk about this one. Mommy, can you put something on me?
Yes, I got you.
How many taco ones did you even
Okay, you
have?
just want sour cream and meat?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get some sour cream too?
Here.
I want cheese.
The cheese over there, you gotta go get the cheese. Oh, I should have grabbed another.
Bobo trying to do YouTube.
Huh?
So you on your knees,
Where the cheese at? Where the cheese?
Now, serious pizza? You want some pizza?
in my head.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I need the sour cream.
Can I get some cookies?
Yeah, you gotta eat some food first.
Right.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome.
This the cheese right here. This the cheese right here.
No.
No, where the cheese at?
Yeah. Here, right here.
Hold on, I'm about to give you. I'm about to give you some pizza.
Who changes this?
Lettuce.
What? I know how to sprinkle cheese.
That's a dollar and some cents. Man, on the most.
You thought I'm just a kid that don't know how to cook. I'm a kid that know how to cook.
Boy.
They know how to take the garbage out.
I know you was not watching no video of Eric.
So Nasir don't eat tacos, so we're gonna get him some pizza.
Yay, pizza!
You want a slice of pizza?
Gosh, these kids can never listen. Not
Eat
even that.
that cereal.
My lifeguard is pretty picky about his rules. Call ground, everybody out of the
Hey, y'all
pool. Call
told me to keep on
ground.
there, chop up the little seeds. Y'all made the little seeds.
What's that?
Right.
Good right there.
I know, mine's my
What
Mexican
tastes like
pizza.
what?
You know how I do it.
That look good. I'm gonna taste that.
A little bit.
You can get this other piece of mine, because I don't want
I'm
it.
gonna just.
Girls, this better not have been
Okay.
on you. That is gross.
Okay, y'all, we just trying to get situated so we can eat because we hungry.
You need sour cream?
Can I get the sweet and sour? Sour?
Hi guys, so apparently my camera was in there with like some leaves on it, made it look like Code Brown, Code Brown.
Girl, you going move on. Here. Okay. So I'm kind of on the edge here, guys. So I'm gonna be in and out.
Yeah, turn this off. You gotta talk to the people. You wanted to do a video, TT, didn't you? Okay, guys, so today was parent-teacher conference for Nehemiah, and then yesterday was parent-teacher conference for Janila. And me and my sister, I must say that we're doing a great job parenting. We got some good reports on our kids.
Wait a second. Ooh.
And I want to ask all of the viewers out there, how do you feel about charter school learning versus public school?
Public school is better.
So put a comment in the comment section if you are a parent who kids go to charter school, or if you are a parent who kids go to public school,
Or if they have went to both. Mixture of both. And what was the challenges? And what was the pros and what was the cons?
As for me, I was a child who went to both. So the challenges was charter school wants you more on your level, and public school wants you to approach the level. So as long as you're approaching the level, you're okay with public school. But when charter school comes, you're not okay. They want you to be, if you're in the 6th grade, they want you on 6th grade, 7th grade level. But our babies did a wonderful job in school so far, and I'm proud of them.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, they have some areas that they need to improve, but just to hear the teacher brag on your child just makes you feel so good as a mother.
Yes, I agree.
Give me a teacher. I got it.
Especially for them going into a whole new
Eat that.
Boom. Let's try the.
They're in the refrigerator.
I got her. But that pico got it in there too. Got a little diced peppers in it.
I want cookies.
Yeah, so
This for mine.
like I said,
That's yours over there. Here, eat this. Eat this. Come on.
So where we left off was we're proud to say that they adjust to the new district because they came from one school district to the next, from charter to public. So we definitely excited of how their growth were for the first report card marking. So yeah, because me and my sister was like, look, they was excelling over there. When they get over here, they better still excel, or we taking them right back.
it's over there.
Why they keep on putting cheese over there?
Even though there's areas that I seen my son be master in at the charter school, that I see he kind of like a little lacking in at the public school. So my question to his teacher was, what level of math is they teaching him on? Because charter school very much so could have been teaching him on maybe a lower level, where public school is teaching him at more of a fast pace. But I know him, and he likes to rush and get stuff done. He don't like to take his time.
Have I ever seen somebody make it to the 13th grade?
Who?
I don't think they ever seen that.
Me?
Have y'all ever seen somebody make it to the 13th grade?
It's what our brother asked. There you go.
Bomb.
Bomb. He like Eastside.
He
side didn't go, did it?
He made it to the 13th grade, he said.
Oh, this meat right here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat tomato. I'll pick a bump though.
That's what makes it.
I got butter cheese on that pizza.
I like the way you had it the first time.
That's how I got that.
They sorry for that.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
dude,
want some what?
I ain't charged because they had me waiting all day.
What you want on your pizza?
You want to sit on your lap.
I'm eating, I see.
This homemade Mexican pizza is delicious. Like delicious. And it's so easy to make. So easy. Even without the beans, because I don't put beans on mine. We don't eat refried beans. I'm not even sure what's the purpose of refried. What you gotta refry for?
Just body not here.
Or maybe that's
It
just the
was
name.
shiny quarter.
I think it's just the name.
So YouTube, what are you guys doing on this Friday? Cold Friday night.
Are y'all preparing for Thanksgiving?
When you go outside,
Decorating your Christmas tree, putting your Christmas tree up, decorating your house for the holidays. Let us know in the comment section.
I think we probably the only people behind when it comes to putting up our Christmas decorations.
And Halloween.
Halloween is over.
I know.
We don't decorate for Halloween.
I do. I just put up fall stuff. It ain't technically.
Well, yeah, harvest
Halloween.
stuff.
It's almost Christmas. Fall stuff is Halloween. That look like TikTok.
But to decorate like monsters, that ain't for me.
It's too expensive. For one,
But why it could go? Mommy, I don't have to go to bed because it's the weekend.
You do gotta go to bed.
But not on a weekend.
so let's ask the kids.
Because you said on every Thursday I'm going to bed.
Do y'all like your new school?
Yes. But I want to go back to prevent school. Me too.
Why?
Because I miss Miss J.
And who is Miss J?
That girl that used to be our teacher.
That girl. She's so country.
And that's not that girl, that good.
Good. Where did you get that country accent from?
And I miss my old
Bobo.
friends. I don't like my new friends.
Cause she got a country accent.
You ain't in the camera.
Okay.
Where we get it from, Sam? We from the
Yeah.
when we weren't born.
No, like my old
He said
friends.
he misses his old friends. He don't like his.
I don't like my new friends. I like my old Mommy. My old friends would be fake like that. My new friends are fake. And put a cat with a B, it's gonna be bad.
Bad, yeah.
Well, they ain't your friends if they fake.
They not my friends. We don't got no friends. The only friend,
Not sure why you not talking to the people
the
on
only,
YouTube.
the only friend I got is you.
Absolutely.
Good answer.
That's how we do that.
And the only person that I love. Everybody in my family is my friend.
Very good.
They and my friends. They be fake to me. I'm not done.
So we need to start a conversation because people are like,
I really have a conversation. I just gotta get my what's the name.
yeah, let us get this food in our system. 'Cause definitely,
But I definitely got a conversation because this is really bugging me.
Where's my spoon? What will I just kick me off?
And what it is that
Body.
I can't imagine going out of town with people that I trust, that I probably hung with on a daily, and not making her back home. Like,
so
that
sad.
story, my heart goes out to her family.
Yes. Yes.
My heart goes out to her the friends that genuinely loved her. Like, my heart goes out to that because can you just imagine being that parent?
Hey, give me your phone so I can friend
Or even being in a space she was in.
Being
Want me to friend you?
it just don't make any sense.
Nasir, want me to friend you? Yeah. Okay, give me the phone so I can know your name.
And I know we wasn't there to know what had happened, but to be honest, I don't care what had happened. It wasn't worth her dying.
Go get your name.
It wasn't worth that.
Oh, it was 2.
And it's just a sad situation.
Very.
And all I can say to the people that's watching this, the people that's gonna watch this, is watch the company that you keep. You cannot trust everyone, and you cannot allow everyone to be in your space. And the devil don't have an image. He don't have a look. You know, you cannot disguise the devil at all. You know. So, wicked is out here in this world. And I'm just praying we all find and develop a relationship with God, because it's so necessary in today's world. I mean, it's been necessary, but in today's world, it's definitely necessary.
Look, Nasia. I got you.
Because up here, I don't know what's going on in you guys' hometown, but in Michigan, almost every school have had a bomb threat.
Yeah.
And we gotta keep our kids lifted in prayer. We gotta continue to ask God to guide them and foresee them from, protect them from things that we cannot. Because this is ridiculous.
Hold on, wait for me.
They praying on our children.
I'm behind you.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
So we have to keep God in them and keep and pray for their well-being, their coming and going, because
Come over here.
society is really praying on our children.
Come over here. Come on.
I love you too.
Okay, let's go. Let's get something to fly with. Yeah. I got me a flying thing.
It's ridiculous. And it's sad. It's really a sad situation.
If you want to post that
And
in you super fast.
like I said, my heart truly goes out to her family.
Twice it again. You want to see?
I am praying for God give you guys the strength, the justice, and the understanding and wisdom that you guys need during this time, because this got to be a trying and hard time.
Nah. So just fly.
Especially to know that she was murdered. You know, I think, families handle death a little differently when it's a natural cause, something that we can't control. But when it comes down to being murdered, I think,
I'm spinning. I'm doing it. I see my.
I'm not saying y'all about to go in there with that. Because y'all interfering with the video. Going to the dining room.
Okay. Okay. I'll go and get it.
Yeah, go in the dining room.
Huh? Bring your
Take
cookies,
your piece in.
Nasia. Bring your cookies.
Y'all want to talk. Get them two out the way.
Yes, kids are good and full. Now we can sit down and have a real conversation with y'all.
Yeah, because this world is so wicked. It's so wicked. I was on Facebook yesterday. Now, me and my sisters, my other sisters, we like to take our kids to all the, festivities that the holidays bring, like the parade, the tree lighting, and all that. So I was on Facebook last night.
Mama! Over there. Said, he got to sign in.
You tell him to wait till I'm done, and then I come down here.
So I was on Facebook last night, and I was just came across a post that said, don't take y'all kids to the tree lighting, because someone was outside my job saying how they was gonna shoot it up. And my thoughts here is, these babies cannot even enjoy life how I used to enjoy
Something as simple as just being wooed to tree lighting. Here this somebody is just so just sick in the mind to just want to hurt somebody, and why they enjoying it. So I just don't get it.
It's
don't
so sad. Get it. It just don't make no sense that we can't even do the things that we used to do as a kid, as with our kids, because this world is just so wicked right now. Like, we used to take my parents used to take us to run around and seeing the lights and just different type of things, and it's just like we can't even do that because we just so guarded to the point where we don't want to take them outside the comfort zone into danger. You know what I mean? Because you just never know the mindset of the enemy. And he come full force, you know, so it's just like we just gotta continue to stay prayed up. But it's just like, it just don't make no sense. Like, these babies don't deserve it at all. Nobody deserves it. But that's the world we live in. And it makes no sense. You can't stay positive. You try to stay positive. You try to live this.
I'm not gonna be inside the camera. Just know I'm still there.
Why you not going there?
I don't want to go in there. Those hard-headed kids.
Like he's not hard yet. But stay prayed up. And lift your kids in prayer. That God continues to lay his hands on them. And I also want to pray for these babies with RSV.
Yes. It's nothing like your child in the hospital fighting for their life. I have experienced it myself.
Oh yeah,
and there's
Mommy, I took the
nothing
last
that you
copy.
can do about it as a parent. That is the worst feeling in the world. Is to see your child suffering from a disease and you can't really help them. And as a parent, we want to be able to protect them. You know, help them when they feeling down or feeling weak. But when they're in that hospital bed and they're fighting something that you just have no control over, it's like a dark pain that comes through your body. My daughter was diagnosed with febrile seizures a few years back. So she suffered from any type form of virus that gets into her body. It automatically shoots her fever up to like 110, and it causes her to caused her at that time to have convulsions. And when I tell you, it's the scariest thing that you can experience in your life as a parent. It is the most scariest thing in the world. Scariest. I don't even think scary is a word, but it is very traumatizing. Before, I did not know how to pray, but at that time I was going through that crisis with her. I couldn't do nothing but talk to God and ask him to deliver her from that, heal her body from that sickness, and she has not had one of those episodes in going on 3 years. So I just thank God for that, because it's a terrifying experience. Very terrifying.
It's terrifying. The enemy does things to try to play on our mind, and he knows our weaknesses. So that's what he used against us. In her case, he knew her weaknesses. Her weakness was her child. So he tried to do everything in his power to attack her child to get to her. In my case, it was my mind. The enemy knew that I was strong-minded in a lot of areas, so he tried to prey on my mind this year. And I have a whole little video that's gonna come out about that situation. But just letting you guys know that you have to know your identity in order to identify the enemy.
Yeah.
Because he will come disguised, and he will come and he will show up in forms of love. He will show up in forms of like fun, and he shows up in different types of forms, and we don't recognize it because it's something that we enjoy. You know, he can show up in a bottle of liquor and you don't even know it, because this is something that you enjoy doing. So you definitely have to recognize the enemy, and only way you're going to be able to recognize the enemy if you know God. There's no way that you're going to be able to recognize the enemy if you don't know God.
And you still have those challenges when you know God.
Yeah, and you still gonna have it. It's just that when you know God, when you're faced with the challenge,
you can block it.
Yep, and you handle it better. You cope with it better. You know how to deal with it better, and you're gonna deal with it in a way of peace. Because you know when you got God on your side, it's like, I am literally can't nothing break me. Can't nothing make me, and can't nothing break me. Can't nothing take this joy that I'm feeling, because I know who gave it to me, and I know who can't take it from me. And the enemy will try. He tries me every day. He tries every day, literally.
And just to go back to my story with my daughter, how the enemy worked with her. I was, one of the happiest moments of a parent's life is to see their child go to school for the first time. You know, this is my only child. And I look forward to that first day of school for her. Well, at the time, you know, when she started school, COVID hit. She actually started school post-COVID, so it wasn't that bad, but we were still hearing about it. And I was just so fearful to send her to school, knowing that, you know, we have this disease going around. And she's going to be in school with other kids, and you know, I'm afraid she's going to catch it, and then I have to be in the hospital with her, because as I said before, it was very serious. It's nothing to play with. So I was just afraid for her to start school. And you know, I'm glad my faith is so huge that I stepped out on faith. And I looked the devil in his face and said, no, you won't have my child. So I took my leap of faith, and she started school. And from that point, she has not caught anything. She has not been hospitalized. And I just thank God for that coverage, that, you know, being that shield, where when he was telling me one thing, God stepped in and told me another, and I listened to the right person and went the right direction.
And being
I just thank God for that.
You know, that plays a a great part in a lot of our kids' health, a lot of our kids' success is praying. And I learned that from my mother, because she was a praying woman. You know what I mean? Like, her 4 kids would have not probably made it as far as we have without the warfare that she had to face in order to become that prayer warrior. You know, and we come from a line of prayer warriors. You know, like, we got some prayer women in our family. And, you know, just to, you know, be the up and coming who we are, you know, to know, like, we gotta pray. Like, this is the only way life works. This is the only way that things is gonna work. It's prayer and knowing God. Because we can pray all day, but do we believe what we're praying? And I had to learn that when I was going through what I was going through. I would pray day in and out, and I didn't see any results, because I wasn't believing what I was praying. I was just praying to get out of that space. But I had to believe that what I was praying to get out of that space, I had to believe that God was bringing me out of it. That I was already healed even before I was healed. That's faith. To know that I'm still going through this, but I'm healed even before I'm even healed. That's strong faith. That's what God wants from us. He wants us to believe it before it even happened. He wants us to see it before it even happened. And I had to put myself in that space where it's like, yes, like, I'm in a space now where I'm going through something, but I don't feel it. Because that's God's blocking. That's God blocking it. I'm going through something, and it's not affecting me, because that's God letting me know that though you may face trials, those trials and those temptations is not who you are. Who you are is how you get through those temptations and those trials. And, you know, they come to make us stronger. And I just always, now that I'm, you know, into, you know, getting a relationship with God and knowing him, all I think about is when I feel like my faith is getting a little low, all I think about is Peter in the Bible, when he was sinking, and he wanted Jesus. He was sinking in front of Jesus. Like, he was sinking in front of Jesus because he had little faith. He doubted the ability of what Jesus can do for him. But in that moment of him sinking, he asked Jesus to save him. But how do we expect Jesus or God to save us if we don't have faith? He can't do nothing for us. And I just always, when I was going through what I was going through, all I would wonder about, like, you know how people be like, what would Jesus do? All I would think about was her, because I seen her struggle. I was there to witness it. And being in that moment, had that been me, like, ain't no way I could have been as strong as her. That's me thinking. So when I was down on how I was, it was like, well, wow, like, what would she do? Like, how would she handle this? And all I could think about was faith. I don't see her stressing at all. Like and even though stress comes because it's life, but I don't see her allowing the circumstances and the situations of what she may be going through silently take her from who she truly is. It's like she just know, like, okay, I'm gonna be stressed today, but you know what, tomorrow I ain't letting it affect me. And that's how I wanted, that's the space that I wanted to be in. I'm truly thankful that God brought me so far that I can be in that space where it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. No, nothing matter but right now. Tomorrow don't matter. Yesterday don't matter. Only thing matter is right now. This current moment is the only thing that matters. Nothing else matters. So it feels so good to be in that space. And I'm telling you guys, if you have not gotten into that space, I encourage you going into a new year, get in that space. Get in that space, because we allow so much to hold us back from being at peace. Peace just don't come in death. You can have peace alive. You can have peace alive. It just don't come with death.
And I always go through life with a phrase that my mom always taught me and taught us. So I'm gonna leave that with you all. Is that, you know, weeping may endure for a night, but when you look at it, joy will come in the morning. We all will go through pain temporarily, but it's just a matter of when we're gonna come out that storm. And it's okay to be in the storm, because sometimes God tests us just so we can know who He is, because He's real. He tests us just so we can realize who we are, who is He.
And He allowed the enemy to test us. Because if you know the book of Job, how he lost everything, He allowed the enemy to test Job. He allowed the enemy to do all that to Job, because the enemy want to be right. The enemy want to be right. The enemy want us to see God as being wrong. And you would never go through life with just all good around you. Good comes with evil. You just got to be bolder and braver and stronger, and just know like where your strength come from. And my mom always would say, my strength come from the Lord. You know, like she will always say that, even if she was down and out, you know, she will always say, my strength come from the Lord. And that just gives us as grown women raising kids to know, like, it doesn't matter what, your strength comes from God. Your healing comes from God. Everything that you need comes from God. And it's just like, you know, it really mature you when you really get a relationship with God, because you just see things different. You see life different. Like, I see life so different now, because there's a lot of stuff that I used to accept that I am not accepting that crap today. I don't care where it is, who it came from, I'm not accepting that. I don't want to sit on the phone and listen to nothing that got to do with gossip, mess, or drama. I don't want to sit on the phone and listen to none of your problems, because here I am. If you bring me all your problems to me, I'm throwing it right back at you like, well, this is what Jesus needs you to do. And if you can't take that and run with that, then I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to hear your problems, because people problems can drain you. People problems can be your downfall. And you be weighing all this on your shoulders, thinking it's something that you're doing wrong, when all the time it was something that you heard. It's other people's problems. So I'm just gonna encourage y'all to lean on to God for all your understanding, all your wisdom, your strength, your comfort, anything that you need in that moment, in this moment. Lean on to God, because the next person cannot help you.
Yes.
They can't help you get to that place of peace. They can't help you get to that place of joy and happiness. Another human being cannot do that for you. Only God can do that for you. So if you're a person that's dealing with mental, if you're a person that's dealing with anything,
depression, stress,
I just encourage you to get to know God.
And the good thing about getting to know God is that He allow you to evaluate yourself before you evaluate the others around you. Because that's I went to a retreat for my job, and we have to do like check-ins when we introduce ourselves and check out. And our question was, what is one of the wonderful things that's happening to you in your life right now? And mine was just being able to evaluate myself, because I'm learning God a little bit more. I'm waking up happier, even though I'm married and I'm happily married. but it's still just something within myself. Sometimes I'm unhappy. Not just I'm unhappy because my spouse made me mad, or I'm unhappy with the type of person that I'm with. But sometimes we just get unhappy with ourselves. So I've been really reevaluating myself, and it's been challenging. I'm probably the most humblest person you will know, but at times I get to where I just can't bite my tongue anymore. So God has been working with me on that, especially at work. Because I'm just a transparent person. If I feel like I'm being neglected, or I feel like you're throwing stones or trying to throw me under the bus, I do speak up. And sometimes I just need to just shut up and just let people do them, because my actions do speak louder than words. I don't even really have to say anything for a person to see that that's not really the case. I can just be quiet, and then everything will fall in place. So being that when you get that relationship with God, He will make a way where you are evaluating yourself and not the people around you. And that's when your circle will start getting smaller and smaller and smaller, because now He's working on you. You don't have that ear to hear about this boyfriend drama, or this girlfriend drama, or let me tell you this, or did you hear about this? Your ear becomes so blocked from all of that information, because God has really got a hold on you. Like the song say, He got a hold on you. Yeah. And He just eliminate all of that negative impact that is going to even come your way. And before you know it, that person that been calling you about them problems you ain't heard from in months and years. Because that's all you. So like I was saying before we were cut off, you just have high hopes for your kids, and you want them to go to those HBCU schools. We African American, so those are our goals. When our kids grow up, I want to see Janila Spelman, those different schools that I know, even Howard University. I would love for her to go there. But my faith is so huge, but yet I still wonder how will I be here in Michigan and my child in Atlanta, Georgia, going to school by herself. And then we got family there, but we see them and we don't see them, so it's like we don't. Yeah, and then it's like you also don't want this world to put fear in their heart, where they feel like, you know what, I don't even want to do this. I just want to go get me a job at corporate and call it a day. You know what I mean? Even though I'm gonna support whatever decision you decide to make, but at the same time, I still don't want the world to put that fear in you, where you feel like you can't go out here and chase your dreams, or you limited. You know what I mean? Because she's raising a black girl who can have advantage, but I'm raising a black boy. I'm raising 2 black boys, and I don't want them to feel like they have a limit. I want them to feel like the sky is the limit for them, that they can go out here and get whatever job, whatever degree, anything that they heart desire. I want them to have that. I want to install that into their brains, because it's different raising a black girl versus a black boy. Opportunity may fall in her lap. Well, a black boy, they look at them as being failure. The world look at our black men as failure. Even our black men look at black men as failure. So it just don't make it any better. But just raising 2 black boys, I want them to know that the sky is the limit, and they're not limited to anything. They have the same capabilities of the next person. And I also want to instill in them that everything that been invented by a black person, man or woman, it's been invented. So the sky is the limit for them. Don't allow anything or anyone to put limitations on them, especially love, because love will come and it will put a limit on you, and you feel like you can't move, you can't breathe without it. But no, we not gonna. We sat and we got champions. You know what I mean? We is paving the way for these kids of ours, and we paving the way for y'all kids as well, because they are the future. I don't know who's gonna watch this video. They might end up being my son's wife. So we gotta instill the morals of being a woman and the dignity of being a woman. We gotta instill the morals and dignity of being a boy in this world. Black or white, we have to instill those morals in our kids.
so that they can make us proud. You know, I was proud to hear my son teacher tell me he don't give me no problems. He's not a problem child. He's a good boy. I see so much potential in him. He's smart. He can do all this that I'm telling you he may need improvement on. He can do. I know he can do it. I believe in him. So to hear of a teacher that's not the same color as him tell me my child can do whatever he put his mind to, he's a spelling bee wizard, that makes me feel good as a mother. Like I am doing a good job raising this black young boy. You know, and then it's just like so much that comes with getting good feedback, because he's a black young boy. Like all I think about is Emmett Till, mama, when I think about my son. And if y'all haven't watched that movie, y'all should go watch that movie, especially if you a mama with a boy, because that movie is really gonna, I'm not gonna say put fear in you, but it's gonna teach you need to not allow your child to go with anybody. I don't care if it is family. But yeah, so.
And I'm a Black History queen. I watch every Black History movie it is out there. It makes me upset, but it's so knowledgeable to know, you know, these things happen. Like we always put here, everything was stolen from us, even our rights. Like everything that we're placed into a world where everything is stolen. I was having a conversation with a Caucasian lady. Here it is. I'm an African American girl. You know, we also included a Native American. Now in her country, she's not considered a Native American. She is considered an Indian. This is what she told me. I don't know what Native American is, but over here we call them that because we were always we were told to call them that. It was never, they're not Native American, they're Indians. It's whatever that man put in our head. I'm not gonna say a race. I'm not trying to be biased because we have all kind of viewers watching. But, you know, everything was stolen from us, all in the minority field. And I like to reflect on those roots. I would sit and watch the whole series of Roots. People look at me like I'm crazy. Are you watching that? Well, yeah. It's so knowledgeable. And some of it is false, but majority of it is true. Yeah. It's definitely true. And when I heard the story about Emmett Till, because I had already knew that story when I was in 9th grade, I seen it in the Jet magazine, and I always just had a heart for that. And then it just became brought to the light in these coming years because that situation was so traumatizing. Like, I can only imagine how that mama went through life. I can't even imagine how she went through life, to be honest. And
it's traumatizing to any parent, but it's really traumatizing to a mother with a black boy that has to, that's going to be of age and want to go as he please. Because mind you, he wasn't 5 and 6, you know what I mean? He was a growing boy. He want to let loose from his mother, and all young boys do at that age. And it's just like, you know, trusting someone to look after your child, and then they still got theirs, and then here it comes, you don't have yours. That's when I say that movie made me like I'm not gonna say a strict mother, but it made me realize that my child cannot go any and everywhere. I don't care if it is with family. They cannot go any and everywhere, because when it's all said and done, I gotta live with that. Nobody else. You know, that people's life will go on, mine will go on, but at the same time, I'm still gonna have a hole in my heart from that. And I just don't want to deal with that. So I'm gonna tell y'all, the girl that lost her life in Mexico, watch the company you keep. That Emmett Till, don't allow anybody to be around, anybody to take your kid away from under you at all. Like, you have to be a parent, and you have to think like a parent, and you have to move like a parent, and you have to know that these are your kids. Should nobody be able to make decisions for them but you. Should nobody be able to persuade you into anything at all when it concerns your child, because if anything happens, you gotta deal with that.
Yeah,
that's the hurt that you gotta deal with. That's the mentalness that that mental torture, you're gonna have to deal with that. Nobody else. So I'm just encouraging y'all, you know, to get a relationship with God if you don't have one.
And hold on to your kids.
Hold on to your kids for as long as you can, because we do know that they do grow up to be grown and want to stray away, and that's okay. Just keep them lifting in a prayer. And I learned that from my mama. I may not be able to hold on to you, but I can pray for you, and I can ask God to take care of you. And you know, you just be at peace that night for that. But we're gonna go ahead and close out this video because it is super long, I know. But I hope you guys have took from this conversation and enjoyed this video. Nehemiah did want to say something to you guys, so we're gonna let him say something, then we're gonna close out the video. Come on.
And I am thankful for God risking his life for me to come to this world and letting my family come here and see me and my family. And I love to do stuff with y'all. I love my family, and I also love y'all.
And we love you too. And we so thankful for you and that encouraging little message.
Yeah, and we thankful that you know God to know that he put his life on the line for you.
Right, and gave you that ability to speak that.
Yeah, that's big boy.
That was God.
Proud of
boy.
you. Yeah. But anyways, guys, we're gonna close out this video. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to your girl channel, and don't forget to head on over to my social medias. That is Ro Mirage on Facebook and TikTok at ROWMAARJ, and then on Instagram it is also Ro Mirage, which is ROWMAARJ_, guys. I'm not sure if she want to give y'all her social medias just yet.
Well, you can catch me on Facebook at Matisia Stubbs. To be determined on the YouTube channel, but I will be back for another video.
Yeah.
A vlog with
so I'm gonna put her
Rolling with Ro. And then I'm gonna start doing videos, and then she'll be able to provide you my information.
Exactly, or then I might just need her, you know, to take over sometimes, because this is a job, y'all. It's really a job. But anyways, I'm gonna put her information in the link down below, guys. Anyways, once again, I hope you guys like this video. We're gonna close out because, as y'all can tell in the background, my mama cleaning up. Once she full, she get the cleaning, y'all. She get the cleaning. But we'll catch y'all on the next video. We out. Bye.